My name is Raymond Guimont. I'm 53 years old. I live in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. There's this particular bus stop downtown. There's two of them. One is across from each other. There's no crosswalk there. It's like you have to look both ways to see if there's any traffic coming. Or you have to walk up further off just across that street just so you can walk down and stand on the other bus stop. Yeah, that is one scary bus stop right there. It is. After all these years I've used transit, it has made me feel better about myself, that I don't have to rely on my sister or my neighbors or anyone or friends to take me to my appointments. And yet it does make me feel better when I do that.
I'm Vivian Chong. I am in North York, Toronto. My primary mode of transportation is subway. I believe in showing up in the world, so every day I get different situations, and people really do mean well, but sometimes they're just very busy. They're looking down at their phone, they're looking on the ground, they're talking to their friend. They're not really aware of who's out there in the society with them. So lately, I've been just still working it through. How do I come through a narrow space at busy time with everybody besides me?
Due to the snow, coming here today was a challenge more than usual. Detecting obstacles and finding bus stops on an uncleared sidewalk, or getting on a bus or crossing the street when there are large snowbanks is very difficult. My name is David Demers. I'm a person with sight loss, and I'm the Managing Director of CNIB Access Labs. We're here today at the Community Hub in Montreal. Through the largest consultation in CNIB's history, people with sight loss told us that transportation barriers are among the greatest they face, whether they live in rural or urban communities. We believe that people should be able to get to where they need to go when they need to go. That's why we've committed to creating safe and accessible journeys as part of our latest strategic plan.
I'm more independent because I take the bus, so I'm able to go and do anything on my own. My name is Deborah O'Leary. I'm in my living room here. I live in Lower Sackville. A couple of years after high school, I started going in town to night school, so I just figured out how to use the buses. Sometimes it's challenging taking the buses because they're doing work downtown, but so it gives me more openness to my life, and I can go out and enjoy more events and visit people and do many things. So it gives me a lot of independence.
I'm Jason Michel. We are currently located in downtown Toronto. I'm a federal crown prosecutor. I've had a couple different transit options depending on when I have to come in and who's available. So it ranges from carpooling with a colleague to taking multiple buses and subways to taking the GO train. You really lose a lot of spontaneity and a lot of autonomy because you're at the mercy of the bus schedule. You're at the mercy of the train schedule. You're at the mercy of the person that drove you. What I do and what I plan and where I go depends on the ability for me to get there and get back. So what most people take for granted is the deciding factor in whether or not we do something.
I'm Jenny Beaufard, and today I'm sitting in my living room, and we are situated in Halifax, Nova Scotia, on the east coast of Canada. I have always, since moving out on my own, have always deliberately picked places to live where I can walk and use transit to get to the places I need to go. If we were to remove all the barriers associated with public transit that exist today, I personally feel that my quality of life would increase. It would be very liberating, and I think it would bring a level of equity to the population in general that just doesn't exist today.
Everyone should be able to rely on public transit to travel safely and independently. Join us in creating safer and more accessible journeys for Canadians with sight loss. Visit cnib.ca/transit to learn more. The CNIB logo,